You're watching the Comcast Network. CN 100, Chicago.
Champaign, Illinois, the home of the Fighting Illini, Memorial Stadium was host to the 8 classes of the 2018 IHSA Football State Championships. It was a balmy 50-degree Saturday afternoon, and with only 2 title games remaining in the high school football season, it was time for CN 100 Sports to cast the spotlight on the finals. First, an intriguing matchup in Class 7A.
Nazareth Academy at 12-1, the only loss coming to Class 8A Marist towards the tail end of the season. And for St. Charles North, the North Stars 10-3, and they hardly came in for playoffs on a roll. They dropped their final 2 games. They were both heartbreakers to Batavia and Wheaton Warrenville South.
Tyler Newman and the North Stars were appearing in their first title game in the program's history. For Coach Tim Rackey and the Roadrunners, it's their 4th appearance in the last 5 seasons, winning 2 state titles.
And we are set to play 7A football here in Illinois.
And they'd like to atone for finishing runners-up a season ago.
St. Charles North will bring their offense onto the field.
Coach Ramazak and St. Charles North were the last team standing in their way.
Brown, the completion, across the 45-yard line and up for the first down. This will not be a flashy offense, but yet an effective one. A big hole up the middle. I don't know. Marco with the carry once again. He will still be that yard short. St. Charles North will elect to kick it away.
The Naz defense stood their ground on the first series.
And this ball inside the 5. And that's about as good as it gets. Nazareth Academy will get it.
The Roadrunners offense had little room for error.
Well, J.J. McCarthy will start from deep in his own end zone. He'll get it to Diamond Evans. And Evans will have the first down pickup. Room to breathe after that 11-yard gain. And in space. And a first down and a little extra.
The Roadrunners crossed midfield, entered the red zone, and made quite the opening statement.
Reaching for the end zone. Nazareth Academy will get the score. On the carry, Derek Strong's Jr. And Nazareth goes 99-plus yards for the opening score of this game.
And you know, never really stressed at any point in the drive other than the 1 4th down conversion. Really an impressive opening possession from Nazareth.
Brings a 4th down for St. Charles North.
Under the bright lights of Memorial Stadium, the North Stars offense was held scoreless after 1 quarter.
We'll start the second quarter.
Right now, St. Charles got to start to even out this time of possession a little bit.
Brown in trouble. Delivers. He gets it to Greta. Great poise from the quarterback, Kyler Brown. 13 yards when it looked like he had a sack coming up. Brown to throw. And reaching for the first down of St. Charles North. He's got the ball to Nazareth Academy territory. Brown will pull it back. And he has some room inside the 40. Snickers out of bounds at the 35-yard line. All of a sudden, the offense a little bit of rhythm after that 11-yard run. 3rd down and long.
But for Kyler Brown and North, their best drive of the night stalled.
It appears St. Charles North may punt. Or no, they're going to let Baracey give it a go here. He'll come on as a field goal kicker. He has 60-yard range. This one would be from 53. Baracey, pretty good leg.
He got it there.
Oh, my goodness. A 53-yard field goal for Luke Baracey.
At 53, he destroys the old record, 2009, a 47-yard field goal was the 7A playoff record. So Luke Baracey has etched his name in the record books.
That becomes the record for all classes.
The pace, the feel of this game, the momentum seems to have turned a little bit I admit I had my doubts, but St. Charles has definitely turned this into a football game, and they're actually being more efficient right now than Nazareth.
Here's Newman out of the Wildcat. He finds a hole. Tyler Newman explodes inside the 25-yard line.
Newman and the North Stars were knocking on the door.
It'll be 3rd down and long now for St. Charles North.
But Nazareth slammed it shut.
It is Cameron Leach with the sack.
The sack forced Coach Ramazak to attempt another long field goal.
This is only 50 yards. Here's the kick. Drives in. No good. Just drifted to the left. That ball looked good for a long way there.
He was close, but didn't come out quite as clean as the first one.
He remains 7-3 with 5.5 to play.
The North Stars' front four ratcheted up the pressure.
McCarthy once again under pressure. He will step out at the 25. Mishandled exchange. Loss of yardage. It will be 3rd down and 9. And again, McCarthy chased. Throwing against his body. How about the sophomore, Dylan Smith, on the other end of that pass, but it's McCarthy who created.
But Coach Racky threw in a wrinkle.
There is Michael Love, number 20. He is all over the field.
With Michael Love taking the snaps.
McCarthy still waiting and watching, and here's Love looking for a block. He gets one, he gets 2. Michael Love, look at him go. Another cut. Love gets a right to the corner. Stop, go, touchdown. 59 yards.
Touchdown.
The word everyone uses to describe Michael Love is electric. And there you saw it on a 59-yard run.
The North Stars' first half woes continued.
Get into the hands of the playmakers. That closes out our first half. Nazareth Academy on top 14-3. They sandwich touchdowns around a Luke Baracci 53-yard field goal.
Nazareth Academy 14, St. Charles North 3.
To start the second half, Coach Ramazak needed his defense to step up in a big way.
It will be Nazareth Academy that will get the ball to start this second half.
Not real comfortable for St. Charles if they get down more than 11 points, though. They need a huge stop right here, right now, to get back in this football game.
In the end zone. Is it complete? It is. So a near safety becomes positive yardage of 8 yards.
But just like that, Naz was off and running.
One block. Diamond Evans has some room to the left sideline. He's gone. Diamond Evans, 61 yards, and Nazareth will score in the first 2 minutes of the third quarter.
Roadrunner touchdown.
Exactly what St. Charles North did not want to see. A big play and a lead extended. Score balloons to 21-3.
And if you thought it couldn't get any worse for St. Charles North,
And across the 45-yard, 35-yard line in a fumble.
it could.
Nazareth says they have it.
Officials are not signaling these down. I think they're going to give it to Nazareth.
And they will. On the recovery, number 10 is Jeremy Puckett. And the Roadrunners looking to start to put this one away early in the third quarter.
The Roadrunners were rolling.
Head down, driving forward, touchdown. Give the touchdown to Dylan Smith. And it is now 27-3.
Straight ahead power football at that point, Dave. There's really not much you can do about it.
The lead has grown from 14-3 to 28-3 in a little over 4 minutes here in the third quarter.
You look down at the St. Charles offensive line right now. You see 190, 220. It's tough for them to play with these 250, 270 pounders.
Boy, and it's going to get really tough right now, down by 25.
But the North Stars weren't about to quit.
He sees a slight opening there. Newman will have the first down, and it will be tough to bring him down as he gets near midfield. Stiff arm from Newman. This has become the most extended drive of the night, and DeMarco will take that direct snap inside the 10-yard line.
This has been a really nice answer from St. Charles.
Really, yeah.
They easily could have said, okay, that's it. We're down 25-3. This has been their most impressive drive of the game, actually.
4th and goal. Brown back in at quarterback. Touchdown. It's Alex Quetta. So St. Charles North answers a touchdown with one of their own. 5+ minute drive for St. Charles North puts them on the board. Is the St. Charles North answer. They've cut the lead to 28-10.
However, it appeared Coach Ramazak and St. Charles North were in too big of a hole to climb out.
2 touchdowns for the Roadrunners. This is their 3rd, and this will be another big game. Turning it down the right sideline. 28-10 after 3 here, your 7-8 title game. Evans will get it. Stops, cuts, across midfield. Diamond Evans. A 31-yard run. And Hughes will send it through.
Kick is good. Nazareth Academy 31, St. Charles North 10.
Credit both teams for outstanding seasons.
To the 10, to the 5, and a fumble. Turnover.
That's a shame. That ball was coming out long before he got to the ground.
But tonight belonged to Nazareth Academy.
Tim Rackey, who was just joined by Tully Welter from Monticello this weekend, the only 2 coaches in Illinois high school football to win state championships at 2 different schools. 5 classes of championships for Tim Rackey. Think about that for a moment. And that will be the final snap of this game. And the Roadrunners came 7 seconds short last year in the 6A championship game. No doubt about it this year. 31-10, your final. The celebration begins.
Redemption for the Roadrunners.
7 seconds. That sign in the Nazareth Academy weight room that went up the day after last year's 6A title game. The 7-second sign can be taken down. The championship banner will be put up. A 31-10 final.
What this means to these young men, and we can tell that there's a very family-type atmosphere about this team. Just a championship very well deserved.
Nazareth Academy is taking another championship trophy back to LaGrange, their 3rd state title in 5 seasons. Next, Class 8A, and like Naz, this championship matchup also featured a team with some unfinished business, the Ramblers of Loyola Academy. Awaiting them in the title game this season, a familiar foe, the undefeated Brother Rice Crusaders.
Last year, Brother Rice 2-7. They turned that around. They go 13-0, exacting revenge on several of their opponents from the previous year. And speaking of revenge, Loyola is kind of on a little mini revenge tour of their own.
The Ramblers, after losing in the title game each of the last 2 seasons to Maine South and Lincoln Way East, defeated both those teams to get back to the championship, and they weren't finished yet.
Earlier this season, they got smoked by Brother Rice, 35-3. They're hoping for a little revenge tonight.
It's the moment we waited for, your 8A championship game. Brother Rice and Loyola Academy. Loyola will get their hands on the ball first. Loyola Academy at one point this season, 3-3. They have won 7 straight. One of the reasons why. Quarterback Jack Fallon. Fallon, the senior, injured early in the season. And he has brought them to this point. He will get it to James Kyle. And the defense for Brother Rice, a unit that gives up only 5.5 points per game. Yes, 5.5. The head coach for Loyola Academy is John Hollisek. This is a Loyola program that has been here in the championship game remarkably 4 straight years. And that play will go nowhere. That was blown up by Zach Wyurko for a loss of 4.
This Brother Rice defense will attack all night long.
Trying to get the ball to Jared Lombardi, successful in that. But this Brother Rice defense closes in a hurry, a loss of 2. Defense may be the story of this ball game. These two are great defensive units. Nate Van Zelst with the punt. This will work very nicely for the Ramblers. Inside the 10-yard line, that's where Brother Rice will take over.
Guys, you gotta get a turnover right away from the field. Help out the offense. Here we go, bring it up. Great job, great job, great job.
Now, the Brother Rice offense.
They'll be led on the field by the All-State quarterback. We just talked about him, John Bean. He is a dual threat quarterback. His development this year has been remarkable. And slips the tackle. Well, that was set up to spring Dylan Summers, and it almost did.
You mentioned the defenses could be the story tonight. You look at Loyola in the 7 games following that 3-3 start, they have allowed just 7.7 points per game. Brother Rice, on the other hand, a stretch of 6 shutouts in 8 games leading up to the quarterfinals of the state playoffs. 2 really good defenses out there.
And the Loyola defense holds, so we've had 2 possessions. They will each end in punts. McMahon will throw him about 5 yards out of bounds. And a very spirited rivalry that rears its head here early. And now it's 4th down and 5. Fallon across his body. And the Ramblers will turn the ball over on downs. Crusaders, they're on the move. Bean will go down. He'll be sacked back at the 45-yard line. Number 33 is Armani Dixon.
On 4th and 14, head coach Brian Badden elected to go for it.
See what Bean does. He's going to throw it. Bean being hounded. He's going to go down. Chasing him down for another sack. This time, it's Edward Eastman.
Yeah, I don't understand that call by Brian Badke. I think it's great to trust your defense, but you don't want to give the ball up at midfield in a scoreless football game.
Great field position. Fallon, play action. Complete. Augie Collins bounces off one. He's inside the 20-yard line. It's a 33-yard pitch and catch. Sets up the Loyola Ramblers.
After one scoreless quarter, the Ramblers threatened to light the scoreboard first.
1st and goal, Ramblers. Looking for 6. Incomplete. Fallon looking for a little bit of help. Be a couple of yards closer. 3rd down and goal. Will be Fallon again behind Gabrick. Fallon was ready to go in, but then someone in a white jersey just turned him around, and it will be 4th down from right there.
On 4th and a foot.
The dive, he didn't get it!
No.
Brother Rice comes up huge. Defended a 1st and goal from the 5. Defended a 4th and goal from the half-yard line.
A huge goal line stand. 2 stops inside the 2-yard line on 3rd and 4th down.
Could John Bean and the Brother Rice offense capitalize?
Delivers. That will be good for a 1st down. Confident throw, and he gets it out to Dylan Summers. 1st down, Brother Rice. Bean pulls it out from Plunkett.
It appeared the answer was yes.
Down the field, Summers, did he come up with it? He did! Dylan Summers, great concentration and completion from Bean to Summers, goes by 34 yards and puts the ball in Loyola territory.
But Loyola Academy's defense had an answer of their own.
Bean in trouble,
That
and
ball's
now
out.
it's free. Picked up the 45-yard line. Loyola will have it. Luke Deschereaux, the fumble recovery.
And the tables quickly turned.
Fallon to Lombardi. Inside the 5, it's 1st and goal from there. Fallon waited and found him. 21-yard completion down to the 4. Fallon, little option look. He'll get it to Gabrick. Touchdown. And we put some points on the board with 3:51 to play in the 1st half. And with that, Loyola Academy takes a 7-0 lead following a 7-play, 36-yard drive following a turnover, a fumble recovery by Luke Deschereaux. Saw John Bean somewhat limping coming out for this offensive series. Remember that last play, Bean ran that ankle tackle. You wonder whether that foot kind of got caught underneath.
The Crusaders' all-state quarterback appeared to be compromised.
Right into the hands in midfield.
That's going all the way.
Kirn, little hesitation. He'll be stopped inside the 10. Michael Byrne, the interception, the return.
That's on John Bean, though. That's just a terrible throw.
Coach Badke needed another big stand from his defense.
Ramblers right back into the red zone. Gabrick hits it hard to the 5.
The way these defenses are playing, Brother Rice needs to get a stop here. You do not want to go down 14 the way Loyola is playing defense.
3rd and goal. Fallon is not going to get there. He was denied. Van Zelst, a 24-yard field goal attempt. And good. And a 10-0 Loyola lead.
2-score game now. Loyola, they now have all of their points off the 2 Brother Rice turnovers.
Loyola Academy, a great second quarter.
John Holisek and the Ramblers were up 10 on Brother Rice at the half. The only other time Brother Rice trailed at halftime this year was the first week of the season.
You wonder how they're coming out of the locker room knowing how they've blown everybody else away. Right now, they need to establish that they're that same football team.
Bean, this was a lateral, and this is overthrown.
See, I don't think that's a good sign at all, Dave. I mean, you got Badke already going for the trick plays. I don't think it's a concession speech, but he's acknowledging that what we've done to get here isn't working.
Quarterback John Bean, a little bit gimpy. Is that taking away half of his game?
Once again, it would be up to Brian Badke's defense to hold the Ramblers in check.
Come down short. Zach Wierko, he'll get the tackle for a loss. He says, no, not in my house. You ain't coming my way.
Much like the first half, the third quarter was a defensive battle.
Ramblers are there. Crusaders need 10 yards here on 3rd down. Bean fires it. John Bean did not look comfortable in the pocket.
Back and forth we go.
One thing Brian Badke's looking for is a turnover. 2 turnovers by his team has cost him 10 points. And that's the turnover that nearly happened. Oh my goodness. Danny Fitzgerald had it and could not handle it.
Oh, he is not going to get any sleep tonight, Dave. I'll tell you what.
Once again, Van Zelst. 2-punt. And that one is blocked. Coming up the middle. Justin Jefferson just bull rushed his way to block that punt of Van Zelst. 2 turnovers in the first half led to 10 points for Loyola. Does Brother Rice convert this into points? Looking for Summers, there he is! To the 5-yard line. A lot of noise here at Memorial Stadium.
The Crusaders' offense got the spark they needed.
Bean to keep it. It will be 3rd and goal.
But that spark was quickly put out by the Ramblers' defense.
Bean looking for Aquila. And now it will be Brother Rice's turn to attempt the field goal. It will be a 20-yard attempt from the left half. McMahon will get it through, and Brother Rice capitalizes on the block punt. They get a field goal and makes this a 1-touchdown game.
You know, you're down at the 5-yard line. Brother Rice still can't punch it into the end zone. Loyola's got to be feeling a little better about that, too. They're matching kind of blow for blow here. You have to keep thinking it's likely to be a defensive play that could mean the difference in this game.
Well, so far it has been, right? Yeah. 2 turnovers to the block punt. And you feel the intensity here just ratcheting up. Need 12 yards for a first down. Delivers, and he may have it. Rory Booz with the catch.
Now just a 1-score game with the third quarter coming to a close. It was imperative for the Ramblers' offense to keep the chains moving.
Fallon, some room, and he will have that first down. 2 big third down conversions on this possession.
And once again, they are now going to play on Brother Rice's half of the field.
And when his team needed it most, Fallon was orchestrating the team's best drive of the night.
We start the fourth quarter. The quick snap goes to Fallon. He goes for 8. Well, Rice needs a defensive stop here. The Ramblers looking to punch it in without having to take advantage of a turnover. So 2 third down conversions and a 4th down conversion on this drive. Keep an eye on that clock. 9.5 to play in a 7-point game.
The Ramblers kept coming.
Fallon right on the money. And another first down for Loyola. This has been a methodical drive.
After the Brother Rice field goal, the Ramblers responded with a drive that had already taken 7 minutes off the clock.
It's 3rd down and 2. Fallon has room to operate. Down he goes! The Brother Rice defense stands tall. Zach Wierko drops Fallon. It will be 4th and 11. A 37-yard field goal attempt from Van Zels. This one is up, and it has enough. Gives Loyola that 10-point advantage with 6:27 to play. It covered 47 yards, and it took up 7 minutes and 49 seconds. Brother Rice chasing 10.
The Crusaders were in desperate need of a score.
Bean comes up limping once again after he released that pass. He has not looked comfortable tonight.
In a state championship game, Brian Backey is saying, I'm going to go with my banged-up Bean rather than my number 2 quarterback.
3rd down's a factor in the Loyola drive. It will be here for Brother Rice as well. Pump, go for Aquila, just a little bit overthrown. Let's come down to this. 5:51 to play. 4th down and 15. Crusaders have no choice but to go for it. Over the middle. Complete. Flag down. The reception made. Goes for 25 yards, but it's coming back.
It's going to be holding on Brother Rice.
4th down and 31. There is no decision to be made. Brother Rice will have to kick it away and hope for the best.
The clock is Loyola's friend at this point. They're not even worried about whether they convert this or not.
Boy, that's going to be close. That might be enough. Do they get there?
Yep, they're going to get it to them.
Oh, my goodness. 11 yards. They needed 10. The last 6 was just a surge.
For the Ramblers, that first down not only forced Rice to use its timeouts, but took even more valuable seconds off the clock.
Brother Rice will use their final timeout here, and it will be 4th down. And there has to be magic for the Crusaders right now, down by 10 at 13-3. And each time John Bean comes onto the field, that limp becomes more pronounced.
Credit the Crusaders' senior quarterback for continuing to battle bruise.
And it's 3rd down and 10.
His heart, the embodiment of his team's.
Once again, Bean under pressure.
But tonight, Brother Rice was overmatched.
And that is the best he can manage. And here's what it comes down to. Very simple. It's 4th down. Brother Rice is out of timeouts. Have to get across the 41-yard line to keep their hopes alive. Not going to happen. The Ramblers come hard. And Loyola just 2 minutes and 10 seconds away from their school's 3rd state championship.
Loyola has completed their revenge tour.
And they know they have it. Loyola Ramblers, the state champs in 2018.
For Loyola Academy, it's the 3rd state championship in school history. And for Coach John Holisek, the most special of the 3.
He's getting a big hug now.
And you know he got the hug from number 52, son Jake Holisek. The final score, Loyola 13, Brother Rice 3. The 8A state championship will go to Wilmette. And what a celebration here in Champaign.
Brother Rice, they had 156 total yards tonight, 5 rushing yards against this Loyola defense. They were absolutely impenetrable and outstanding.
Absolutely amazing performance from Loyola. You said a revenge tour through the playoffs and sticking with it and being able to hold the championship trophy for Class 8A here in Memorial Stadium in Champaign, Illinois.
This has been CN100 Sports Spotlight on the Finals.